few minutes to see if we can get other people to come in. Thank
Okay.
you again.
No
You
problem.
feel free that when you need, because I know you have something else scheduled, totally my fault. Forgot about Western, Eastern, Central, Mountain
I
time.
said the same thing. Like, we didn't even discuss that.
Totally, totally, totally forgot about it. But again, thank you so much. What are we
Oh,
doing?
no problem. No
Okay,
problem
okay,
whatsoever.
great. All right, so we got one person in
All
so
right.
far. I think other people will probably chime in. I just don't know what happened with the scheduling, technology. I was
Oh,
watching something you did the other day and you were having trouble. You were having technical trouble with your phone. One
okay.
of your phones was showing a black screen or something was going on. So, hey, so selfless gift baskets. Thanks for joining
What's
us.
wrong? Oh, you about to come give me a hug? My baby about to leave me. Was here visiting me today.
Okay. Well, hey, baby. Oh, that's a big baby. She's so pretty. Hey, pretty girl.
That's my baby. Love you. Call me.
Okay, we
Text me
have
when you get
young
home.
Vern with us, Basket Creations. Hey,
Hey, so
Kitty.
selfless.
Hey,
Hey,
Key
y'all.
girl.
Hey,
I'm mad with you, Kiana. You were supposed to call me when you got back from bringing your grandson, so I'm mad with you. But I still love you and I forgive you, girlfriend. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Nicole, let me just preface this by saying, prefacing this by saying, Nicole has another live that she has to start in 1 hour. So if she cuts out of the live and everything is still going on, um, it is totally my fault because when I scheduled this, I neglected to ask her because I'm on Central Time, she's on Western Time, so we're
Eastern.
in
Yep.
Eastern, so we're a hour different. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, let me go ahead and get started. Nicole, thank you so very much for
No
joining
problem.
us. I have been so inspired by watching you guys, as I have many of the ladies. I sent out a lot of correspondence asking people would they like to continue this. I got overwhelming yes, but not a whole lot of ladies were willing to come to the forefront. And I understand that. I, by
Mm-hmm.
nature, am not a shy person. My job
Mm-hmm.
always required me to be in front of people, so I don't mind opening my mouth
Right. Me too.
at all. So your energy just kind of radiated. And Kiana had such wonderful things to say about you. I said,
Oh,
I'm gonna definitely get her in there. Welcome to everybody coming in.
welcome,
Um,
welcome, welcome.
I forgot to set my moderator, but if there's any trolls in there, just ignore them. They'll help drive up the ratings. Okay,
I was gonna
guys.
say they're only gonna
So
help. They think they're hurting, but they
yeah,
helping.
really. So, guys, today we're with Nicole Washington Smiley with
Hmm.
Divine Creations, and
Hmm.
she's in Taylor, Michigan. Is that correct?
No, I am actually back in Detroit, Michigan. I used to be in Taylor, Michigan.
Okay, so we're in
Yep.
Detroit. Okay, great.
Hmm.
I have a little bit of her bio. I'm just going to kind of read it. Okay, so Nicole's a digital creator. She's the owner and CEO of Divine Creations.
Hmm.
She's also a minister at Emmanuel Temple. Is that
Hmm.
correct? Still?
Correct.
Okay,
Hmm.
minister at Emmanuel Temple Church. And it says in here that you're a material analyst. Is that correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay,
For Ford
great,
Motor Company.
great. Great. Okay, so the reason I started this channel about minding your own business
Hmm.
is because a lot of us on here have small businesses and we're starting small businesses, but basically I want the community to get to know all of us,
Right.
as many of us that will join and kind of tell us your success stories or your trials with starting the new business, and tell
Mhm.
us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Okay. Well, first of all, for those you don't know, I'm so appreciative to being able to be here today or being asked to be here today. I'm truly humbled by it. And anything that I can do to help our basket community, I'm down with it. And of course, anything to help us as women encourage one another, uplift one another. I love it. I'm in for it all day long.
Me too.
Um,
Mm.
I am, first of all, a woman of God. Been in the ministry for, well, I've been saved since I was 19 years old and I'm 54. So I've been in this thing for a long time.
Awesome.
But I've been ordained for approximately 10 or 11 years, preaching and foot ministry as well as prayer ministry. Um,
Awesome.
I am a mom of 5 daughters and 1 son.
5 daughters. Wow.
5 daughters.
Awesome.
And my
Awesome.
my
Awesome.
son is my stepson from a previous marriage, but I had him since he was like 2 or 3, so I don't consider him step. You get what I'm saying?
I
He's my
understand.
son,
Bonus. He's
right?
your bonus.
Yes, my blessing. And he is in the Marines, so I'm just so thankful for his services. Um, I'm a wife. Been married to my husband for 4.5 years.
Awesome.
Um, love him, the love of my life, my friend. And of course, I am the owner of Divine Creations. Before when I created Divine Creations, I actually was doing it for painting. I was heavy into painting. Love it. I miss it because basket community has took it over my painting life
It will take over your life. For sure.
and my space. Okay, so I
Yep.
have no more room for my painting. But that's what I have, some original paintings. I have about 126 original paintings.
Wow.
And I've sold 115 thus far since I started. So I'm so thankful to have
Wow.
original
Wow.
paintings in different people's homes. The other thing that I'm into is outside the basket community is plants. Love plants. I have a Facebook page called Divine Plant Life. I actually have a YouTube channel called Divine Plant Life as well, but it's new. And me and my sister, and now my daughters are starting to get into it. Everybody is into the plants now, and it was just really nice to have that commonality with my kids and my sister. But that's actually the live that I have to do at 6:30 today. Is on Facebook at Divine Plant Life, and then my basket community. My basket business is the love of my life. I love everything there is about making baskets. I love everything about creating. Um, love the shopping.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. I got you. Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. And I am definitely going to tune into Divine Plant Life, guys. And that's, did you say that was on Facebook? Or
Correct.
that's a
We
YouTube?
have a YouTube channel, but we
That's a
can't go
YouTube.
live or anything.
Okay, YouTube channel. So we're gonna definitely follow Divine Plant Life. I love plants myself. I just cannot. These thumbs are not green at all. But I definitely will be supporting that channel as well. And let me just a little sidebar. Maybe one day you can showcase some of your paintings. I would or have you done that already?
I've done that on one or two. Like I do it like once a year since I've been on YouTube. But the earlier stages of my YouTube, you'll see me doing some paintings. So you would
Awesome.
have to go back a couple years, 3 years, I think,
Awesome.
to see those videos. But yeah, I plan on getting back into it. I'm gonna make me a little corner somewhere.
Awesome. Awesome. Hello, everybody coming in. Okay, guys, we have 24 watching and 19 thumbs up. So come on, get those thumbs up for us.
Or double tap that screen.
Double tap that screen. Nicole, tell
Mhm,
us what inspired you to start, because it sounds like you have several businesses going.
mhm,
Okay. I don't know. Do you
mhm.
have a regular secular 9 to 5 job outside of your
I do.
your business? Okay. Tell me what inspired you to start, let's just say your basket business, because this is mostly comprised of the basket community, but I would imagine that your heart kind of transcends all of your businesses. So
Mhm.
tell us specifically for the basket community, what kind of inspired you to get started there?
So, I have done baskets prior to my business. Um, and the reason why I got started making baskets because as a mother of 6 kids, I could not afford to purchase everyone a basket. So
Gotcha.
I started making them for them, doing it as an arts and crafts with me and my daughters, going to buy a few things from the Dollar Tree when it was $1.
Yeah, long time ago. What?
And just picking items into a basket and letting them dye their eggs and put the grass in there and then put what they want in their baskets. And one year someone asked me if I could create their daughter a Easter basket. And I did. And they kept coming back and kept adding more to the order. And then I started working at Ford and I decided one year I'm just gonna take some baskets to work, put them on my desk, see how it goes. And it was born from there.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I think that's a little bit kind of how I got started too. I also am an ordained minister, and I had a thriving women's ministry called Vibe. And I
Okay.
started out making baskets for the ministry,
Okay.
for nursing homes or for different speakers that might come and things of that nature. And it just kind of took off from there.
Mhm.
But I've already told that story, so I'm not going to go back there. Tell a nonprofit. So, do you have any kind of nonprofit organizations?
No, I used to have a nonprofit in when I was doing job recruiting.
Okay, okay,
Um,
okay,
that was a business that I opened up, and then I actually got hired by the recruiting company. Um, And then I left the recruiting company and I started doing it on my own. I had a divine creations job aware or something like open door. It was what it was called.
okay.
Open door for divine creations, trying to help people find jobs without me being paid. Just I know how it is to struggle and not know how to make a resume and things of that nature. So I offered those services, helping
Services.
people make resumes, correcting their resumes. If they wanted to donate was one thing, but I never asked a dime from anyone. And I was kind of successful for 1 year. It was just too much. It was exhausting, and it was too much dealing with people with scams.
Yeah, yeah.
So that made it really hard to continue that business.
I gotcha. What sort of tips would you give people trying to start a new business, or getting or may already have a small business or a business? Tips on balancing your time between your family, your work, ministry keeps us really busy. And
Hmm.
then, of course, finding time for, because it sounds like you have several businesses going. How do you balance all of that? Any kind of tips on, you know, strategies on
Um,
time management? Because I
Time
find it
management is
difficult.
the key. Like I put everything on my calendars because I also do the a PACE program, which is where I go and I vendor to the elderly in a state ran. It's like a state ran daycare for adults who need daycare, and I
Okay.
go there and I sell personal items to them, like body wash, socks, things of that nature. So they'll have the things that they need for themselves at a
Okay.
low cost. And I have two parts of two different cities, I guess you would say, two different cities that I do that at, and sometimes I have to do it twice a month and sometimes once a month. But I have to always that schedule is always changing. It's when they have the availability, so I'm stuck to a calendar in my phone.
Okay.
Pretty much everything else is pretty much set in my life. My time with my kids, my time with my husband, my time with my husband go wherever I go, so we spend time together. So,
Gotcha.
my kids, I'm on their schedule, so whenever they have that availability, either I'll come to them or they'll come to me, or we'll have a gathering
Okay.
together.
Okay.
Bring all the grandkids together. And my job that I work at night from home, so it
Oh,
makes it
okay.
kind of easy. If I need to get down here in the basement in my studio and work, I can work while I'm working. You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
that helps me, and then I can get rest in the mornings.
There you go. Wow.
Mhm.
Hats off to you, sister girl. You are really, really. I thought I was busy, but you got me beat. You definitely had me beat. I know with me, just between um the ministry when I was running it full time before COVID, when COVID hit, that just kind of threw us into a
Mhm.
tailspin. But
Yeah.
a regular 9 to 5 job, back then we didn't have the luxury of working from home. I'm kind of hybrid now, some days in the
Okay.
office, some days at home. So that helped out a lot. But let me tell you, during the holiday seasons from December for Christmas, then
Mhm.
Valentine's Day, and then
Mother's Day,
Easter,
April.
Mother's Day.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, for those months, and then I have realtors orders in between all of that.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
just some neighborhood orders and stuff. It was stressful. It was really, really stressful. And sometimes I'd look up and I'd be in my design room. It's 2:30 in the morning,
Yep.
trying to get stuff out. It was stressful, but I'm not complaining about it because
Right.
to God be the glory, because the orders were still coming in. And then preparing for street vending,
Mhm.
which that was the first year. This year was the first year that I got into street vending. So I kind
Mhm.
of didn't know what to expect. But let me tell you, when I hit the streets, it it just blew up and I found myself unprepared
Okay.
because in my mind I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to try this, but I'm not going to make that much stuff, because I don't know how it's going to go.
Mhm.
Second guessing myself. And then it turns out that I was selling out, but I wasn't selling out because I just had an overabundance. I just had a small amount
Oh,
of,
okay.
of items. So people were just kind of buying them. So, like I said, that was my first year, trial and error. But
Right.
we'll know better going forward.
Or mhm.
As far as balancing between family and work and ministry, I'm still struggling with that. I also live by calendar, but it is very difficult. And my family, not so much my husband because he's amazing, but my kids, seem to think that I operate on their time all the time, if I'm supposed to drop everything when they call. So I'm having a hard
Mhm.
time making them understand that, hey, this basket business is a job. It is
Yeah.
not just a hobby, because they see the
Correct.
fun behind it, the shopping and the pretty ribbons and things, but it is actually a craft. So I'm kind of
Yep.
having to retrain them. So tell us tell us about your social, besides your social media platforms, what other marketing platforms do you use, if any? Any organizations you might be affiliated with, or
Um, Currently no organizations that I am affiliated with outside of my church. Like I am responsible for doing all the gift baskets for all the occasions. Outside of that, and we are very, very small church. It's like maybe 5 or 6 of us, but we are very powerful. Uh, outside of that organization, there is none. However, I have Etsy. I,
okay,
I I deal with Etsy. I don't really care for Etsy. I'm just going to be honest. A lot of people are using Etsy. They take too many fees out for me,
okay.
so I don't use them as often as I used to. And then eBay. eBay, I have been on eBay for 2 years, and I've done much better with eBay than I have with Etsy. So I do have an eBay shop. I also have my own personal web page, which is just divinecreationsllc.com. And then I have, and my website is new. I just got that this year. So I'm still working the kinks out of that. Um, and then the other website that I use to sell products is called Redbubble.
Oh, Redbubble.
And
Okay.
so Redbubble is really what I use for my paintings, believe it or not. They take your paintings and they turn them into anything. Okay, so you remember this year how everybody was buying those blankets that had the artist's face on there and the artist's name on there?
Yes,
They
yes.
do that. They do that. So they'll take my painting and um turn it into a pillow, turn it into a blanket, some shower curtains, t-shirts, uh, what's the mouse pads, anything. But you have to choose what you want that painting to be. And I put it on the website and it's available. Now, most of my orders from Redbubble I get from the UK. I have not gotten a US purchase from that website yet, but outside of myself buying my own items, but I really do love Redbubble. It's a really good way to take your craft and expand it.
Awesome. Awesome.
Mhm.
That's pretty interesting. Um, what do you think, in your own words? And we're watching this time too. Time, we're good. Okay. Um, in your own words, what makes Divine Creations unique? And I love that name, by the way.
What makes it unique?
Mm-hmm.
Um, though I do everything else that everybody else do, the baskets, the selling, the vendoring, um, I'm very personal on my page. And
You are
everything that I do, I like to think that it's divinely instructed. Okay.
awesome.
So I truly believe that God is in every aspect of my life. I may not scream God every day on my, well, I probably do say, I say Jesus on every episode. So,
Well, I
but,
mean, I'm with you. I'm with you.
uh, what I think only thing that makes it different is one that is divinely instructed and appointed, as well as my personality. I don't think that I'm like anybody else that is on here. I'm me. God made me the way that I am. And I tend to love on the people I meet really hard.
And you know
God made
what?
me that way.
It radiates. It really does. It really radiates. I am pretty new to this basket community as far as social media wise.
Hmm.
Um, and getting into this community immediately, you and a host of the other ladies, many are on here with us now.
Hmm.
Man, just so it's almost like an extended family, you
Correct.
know.
Correct.
And at some point, I just want us to meet somewhere and have some sort of a, I don't know, convention or hangout
Hmm.
time or something, because I really feel that sisterhood connection.
Right.
I'm kind of a people's person anyway. My husband says, "Girl, you don't meet no strangers." I talk to people in the grocery store,
I'm the same way.
just everywhere, and I'm not afraid to use this. And I
Okay.
think kind of that might be, well, for my job, my secular job.
Hmm.
You need to be able to communicate. I need to be able to communicate with people.
Hmm.
So speaking out about things that I'm passionate about, I'm just not a shy person. I like to tell people I'm shy, but that's really not the truth. I'm really not a shy person. So let me ask you this, because I want to move it along, because I want to be respectful of your time. Are we okay? I have somebody here helping me with time. Um, what satisfies you the most being an owner of this type of business? What gives you the most satisfaction besides the shopping, Nicole? Because I caught that
Hmm.
before. caught that.
The creativity.
Yes.
The creativity, because I could be laying in my bed, and this is how I know it's divine. I could be laying in my bed, and I'm sure a lot of the other basket makers can contest to this, and you will see a vision of what a basket is supposed to be in your head, and you're like, I got to get up and create it because
Right.
if I don't get up and create this basket, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to forget it. Now, a lot of people say, get you a pencil, a pen, and put it next to your bed and write it down. No, baby, I'm not that person, because I can write it, but I can't see it once I write it. You get what I'm saying? So when I have the vision of something that God has given me, I'm jumping up doing it. And not only that, when I have those type of encounters, I'm joyous about making it. I'm excited to see what the end result is going to be.
Yes.
And not just and they would tell you on my page, not just putting items in the basket, I actually do crafts. So I cut cardboard up just like Miss Wendy. I love her. Uh, I cut cardboard up and make my own special items because I have that vision in my head to do
Mhm.
so. I've created a Nike shoe. Who creates a Nike shoe out of cardboard? I've created hats and caps and things of things that I didn't think that I can create. It blows my mind each time. And being used as a vessel by God and being able to manifest what He done showed you is,
I can definitely relate to that. There is a certain satisfaction about dreaming something or envisioning something and watching it come to fruition
yes,
with baskets as well as with people.
correct.
This is what inspired me so much with my women's ministry. And we started out with maybe about what, five or six. I was talking to my friend who's here with me, five or six, and then it blew up so big. We were having problems containing it, but it was because the journey of other women, women seeing other women and the journey, that
Mhm,
they had to go
mhm,
through on the path and seeing what the end result was going to be. And when I say
mhm.
ministry, it wasn't a church, it was born in the church,
Yeah,
but I took it outside the doors of the
right.
church. So we dealt with a
Mhm,
lot of different types of people. And
mhm,
that was the beauty of the whole thing.
right.
Seeing something just like in the basket community, or I'm sure with your paintings, because you start out with a blank canvas,
Mhm,
you know, and then the joy behind seeing what the end result's going to be. And then the joy of knowing that your hands created it.
mhm.
I tell people all the time, no basket leaves my house without me praying over it. That's
Ooh,
just me. That is just what
that is
I
awesome.
do. That is just what
Mhm.
I do because I want the recipient to be
Be
blessed,
blessed.
to be
Yes.
to be blessed. So but we're not going to turn this into to that. So I definitely understand coming into, seeing something from nothing or a bunch of random items and then turning it into something beautiful.
Yeah.
Um in fact, I have a realtor who prefers to shop. She likes to shop,
Mhm,
and she will bring me all of these items and say, here, can you design this? So I have what's
mhm,
called a design service, kind of, sort of, which I
mhm.
have a couple of people, they just want to buy their own stuff, but they'll pay me to put it
Put
together.
it together. Mhm.
And it can be a little challenging sometimes because you get all this random stuff. We as basket designers, when we're designing, we kind of know where we're going, like with color schemes and,
Mhm.
making things fit
Themes and
together.
mhm,
But when other people shop, it could definitely be a challenge. But you know what? I'm
mhm.
up for the challenge.
Right.
And
It pushes you, right?
it does. It pushes your creativity.
Out of your
Um,
comfort zone.
Definitely,
Mhm,
definitely out of my comfort
mhm.
zone. But you know
And
what?
speaking, go ahead.
No, no. I was going to say,
I
but
was
you know
gonna
what?
say,
It works
speaking
out.
of comfort zone, we are about to have a DC8 basket challenge coming up in the next couple of weeks. If I can get all my contestants and challengers um, together. We did one last year where we challenged each other to create outside of our comfort zone, right? So we would
Okay.
ship a mystery box to someone, and they can't open that box until the day of the live. And they have to create something out of these gifts that's in the mystery box that
Awesome.
day on live. And some things were challenging. I made sure that I shipped um who did I have? I had Chosen. I made sure
Love
I
her.
shipped Chosen some challenging items.
I love
They
her.
called it a thingamajigabob or something like that. And it was truly created to challenge one another. It's not a competition. I don't believe in competing with my sisters. It is to push us to the next level of
Love it.
thinking.
Yes.
So we are about to have that in a couple of weeks. I'm still looking for contestants. If anybody is interested in becoming one of the
Well, I'm
contestants or
interested.
challengers.
I'm interested, and let me tell y'all something. As much as I'm on the channel and watching you guys, I don't know what the
Mhm.
heck it is. It must be my age or something. I miss so much because I miss the whole cleanup, organizational. I caught it at the end, just like with Kiki with, and I'm from New Orleans, so and I caught that at the end. I just don't. I'm gonna have to do better. But tell me, how do we? What's the criteria behind DCA? I mean, I know what you just told us, but how do we
Mhm.
get engaged in it? How do I get engaged? Or
Okay, so we would need you to send an email to one of my ladies that's in here may know my email. It's divinecreations@outlook.com. If you can put that in the chat for anyone to send me. In
okay,
that email, it must be the subject DCA Challenge 2025,
okay,
as well as it has to be your link to your YouTube, a picture of yourself, any of your other social medias that you want us to make sure that we're posting so people can follow you. You have to be able to go live on YouTube. If you can't go live, you cannot participate until
okay,
you can go live. And
okay,
it will be a dual session just like we're having right now. Okay.
awesome,
Yep. And then one of the other requirements is phone number and address. Look at a net
okay.
driving me crazy. So all
I'm
of that
writing this
must be
down.
in the email. If you receive an email saying congratulations, that meant you sent me everything that I needed. If you get an email asking you for more information, you are not a challenger until I have all of that information. The
Gotcha.
only thing that will exclude anyone from the challenge is not sending the information, can't go live on YouTube. And if you're in the contest and you don't ship your items out in a timely manner, you will get um, disqualified.
Okay, gotcha. All right, guys. I hope you guys got all that down, and we definitely want to support Nicole in this. And I think I wrote everything down. If not, I have your phone number and I'll be texting you because,
Yes, ma'am,
like I
anytime.
said, I'm kind of slow in this thing. How are we on time, Rissa? We're good. We're good. Okay. Okay. Just a couple of more things.
Mhm.
You make myself a little note here. Okay. Other basket designers or entrepreneurs, let me just stop here. Thank you guys so much for your comments. It's kind of hard to read the comments and talk at
Yeah.
the same time, but thank you all so much for joining the live. Nicole and I really really appreciate it. So hey to everybody, mwah, loving all of you guys and all of the comments that you're sending. I don't see any questions per se. I have someone here with me. Do you see any questions that we need to answer? Okay. Someone in there said they appreciate us talking about ourselves a little bit. So, and
Oh.
that's what this is all about, minding your own business, talking a little bit about business, but kind of getting to know each other also on a personal level. So, with
Right.
that being said, for other basket designers or entrepreneurs, If they wanted to ask you some additional questions, is that the same email they can email you at?
Yes,
The okay, and give us that email again.
it's Divine Creations at outlook.com. And remember, the creations is spelled CRE, the number 8, TIONS.
Great, 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 great. Okay, and I know time is winding up, so and I want to give you time to prepare for your upcoming live about plant life. Was that
Yes,
correct? Plant life. There's another
correct.
lady. Is her name Shamika? I think she does the whole plant thing.
Yeah,
Shamika.
Shamika does. Shamika
Okay,
does
Shamika.
more or less gardening.
Gardening. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. How
Yeah.
long have you been on the YouTube community, the platform, and
YouTube, I have a personal page that I started years ago under my name, but it was for my daughter's dance school. So I just
okay.
recorded like all the performances and stuff like that. But as far as Divine Creations, I've been on here for 3 years.
Awesome. Awesome.
Mhm.
I'm going to put a little plug in here for minding your own business. Um, a lot of you have expressed how much you really like this, that we're getting together just and chatting just for a little while, something a little different, and more or less encouraging each other to go forth with your businesses, or to venture
Yep.
out. If you're trying to be an entrepreneur, I mean, just launch out into the deep, launch
Yep.
out into the deep. Um, if because I'd like to keep this up and I'd love to continue it, as many of you have expressed how much you all love it, but I do not want to be the only voice that you hear. Okay, because my knowledge only goes so far. I feel like if you are the smartest person in the room, then you need to change rooms, because we all are constantly learning, and
That's
we're
right.
learning from each other. We're learning from each
Hmm.
other. So I'm going to need you ladies to come on and step up and let me know. Or if you, Nicole, or anybody else out there knows someone that has something to contribute to what we're doing now as far as business tips. And it also helps your business because it lets the community know what you do. They put a face, with the name.
Hmm.
Tell us how you got started, and there's certain tips and things that maybe you could even pick up or help
Yep.
even boost your channel. So if you ladies that are on, or you people that are on with us now, um, if you want to put your YouTube channels in the comments, please do, because what I love about this community is we support each other.
Hmm.
We
Sure
support
do.
each other. I've subscribed to everybody's channel, and sometimes I'll be cooking or doing something and I'm watching people's lives, and that's how I get to meet you guys. Um, so with that being said, Nicole, thank you so much for
No
joining
problem.
us. And I know you have another live, so I'm going to let you go and prepare for that. I
Hmm.
have your phone number, so you may get a text from me every now
Okay.
and again just to check in and
No
say
problem.
hi. And I'm gonna this DCA challenge. I think I want to be kind of in
Yeah.
the mix on that. And if you think I forgot something that I didn't see, or you want me to be a part of something, please don't hesitate to use my number.
Okay.
So Nicole Washington Smiley, thank you so much. Follow
You're
her
welcome.
on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Correct?
Yep.
All of those platforms. We thank you so, so very much for being salt and light. Thanks
Oh,
very much. Is there anything else you want to say before we leave today?
nope. Everybody know what I say. I love y'all with the love of Jesus. Don't
Jesus.
forget to be divine.
Love you
Bye,
much.
y'all.
Thank you. Bye
You're
bye.
welcome. No, thank you. Bye bye.